Hey Botanical Bliss family, today, we're diving into the world of marigolds, those sunshine-colored beauties that can transform any garden from ordinary to extraordinary. Whether you're a first-time gardener or looking to add some cheerful blooms to your green space, this guide will walk you through everything you need to know about growing these incredible flowers. Don't forget to hit that subscribe button and notification bell to join our gardening community. Marigolds are more than just pretty faces in your garden. These annual flowers belong to the Tagetes genus and come in multiple varieties that can suit almost any gardening style. The three main types you'll encounter are African marigolds, Tagetes erecta, French marigolds, Tagetes patula, and Signet marigolds, Tagetes tenuifolia. Each variety brings its own unique charm to the garden, with heights ranging from compact 6-inch plants to impressive 3 to 4 foot tall specimens. Sunlight is the secret sauce for marigold success. These flowers absolutely thrive in full sun, requiring at least 6 to 8 hours of direct sunlight daily. They're incredibly heat tolerant and will reward you with abundant blooms when planted in a spot that receives plenty of warm, direct light. If you're working with a partially shaded area, don't worry. Marigolds can still grow, but they might produce fewer flowers and become slightly less robust. The key to healthy marigolds starts with your soil. These flowers prefer well-draining, moderately fertile soil with a neutral pH. Before planting, take some time to prepare your garden bed by loosening the soil to about 6 inches deep and mixing in some compost to improve fertility and drainage. When planting seeds, sow them directly into the garden once the soil has warmed up in spring, typically after the last frost date. For French and Signet marigolds, you can sow seeds directly and expect them to germinate within a week in warm weather. African marigolds are a bit trickier and might be better started indoors or purchased as young plants. Space your seeds or seedlings carefully. French and Signet varieties need about 8 to 10 inches between plants, while larger African marigolds require 10 to 12 inches of breathing room. Marigolds are relatively low maintenance, but they do have some specific watering needs. The key is to allow the soil to dry somewhat between waterings, then water deeply. Avoid overhead watering, as wet leaves can lead to fungal diseases like powdery mildew. Instead, water at the base of the plant and try to keep the foliage dry. Pro tip: mulching around your marigolds can help retain soil moisture and suppress weeds. Just be sure to keep the mulch a few inches away from the plant stems to prevent potential rot. Want your marigolds to keep flowering like champions? Pinch off the tops of young plants to encourage bushier growth and remove spent blossoms regularly. This process, called deadheading, prevents the plants from putting energy into seed production, and instead focuses their efforts on creating more beautiful blooms. Marigolds are garden superheroes. They're fantastic companion plants, particularly in vegetable gardens. Their strong scent helps deter numerous pests, and certain varieties can even help combat harmful nematodes in the soil. Plant them near tomatoes, peppers, and other vegetables to create a natural pest management system. As summer transitions to fall, your marigolds will begin to fade. Once frost hits, remove the entire plant and add it to your compost pile. If you're lucky, some seeds might self-sow, giving you volunteer plants next season. Final thoughts. Growing marigolds is a rewarding experience that brings color, pest protection, and joy to any garden. Remember, gardening is part science, part art, and entirely about enjoying the process. Don't be afraid to experiment and learn from each season. If you found this guide helpful, give us a thumbs up, leave a comment, and share your marigold growing adventures. Until next time, happy gardening, Botanical Bliss family.